Hello everyone, it's Megan. If you're new to my channel, welcome to and welcome back. If you don't tell by the title of today's video, this is my next update in my ranking my palettes by usage series. I still haven't really figured out like a good name for this aside from just like ranking my palettes by usage, but that doesn't sound very fun or exciting. And I feel like this is a fun little experiment that I'm running, you know? So I also don't know what update this is because I did not do an update for May, so my May and June numbers are combined, and now I'm just gonna do like a mega update for May and June. We got my handy dandy sidekick is here. Milo is hanging out with us today. But yeah, so if you have not seen my videos on this series before, or if you kind of don't know what I'm talking about, this is a series where I have decided that rather than doing a pan that palette, no pan left behind, you know, whatever fill in the blank sort of project this year for my eyeshadows, I just kind of wanted to like organically reach for them and see what that usage looks like. So I have been tracking all of my usage every single time I open an eyeshadow palette for the entire year so far, and I give you guys monthly updates where we rank from palettes that have one use all the way up to palettes that have like sometimes like 10 or 11 uses, sometimes it's more like 7, 8 uses, just kind of depending on whatever. So without further ado, the back of my head is so itchy right now and I don't know what is going on, and it's just like one spot. So I'm sorry if I keep going like this. I'm gonna try not to, but I just have this one spot on my head that I cannot get to stop itching. But anyway, and it just started, so who knows. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in. So I'm going to admit, actually my numbers got a little dodgy because again, I didn't do an update in May, but I was tracking May, and then I like track my usage on these little sticky notes that are on all of my palettes, and the sticky notes are getting to be a bit full. It's been 6 months, so I sat down, recounted everything, and we're going to start with fresh sticky notes going forward. So I'm very, very excited about that. But I do have my laptop here because some of the like, I couldn't remember. I was like, oh, was this a number from June or like a number from May where I'm like combining, or was this a number from April? So my sticky notes got all over the place. So I put everything on my laptop, which is also where I am tracking my entire usage for the entire year. And then at the end of the year, we'll have a little update based off of just like, these are the most used palettes of the year, this was the most used color of the year, stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around to find out. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start for my May/June update. The palette that had the least amount of use while still having usage. So again, anything that has 0 uses, I don't talk about. But anything that has 1 or more uses, we go through group by group. So for my palette that has 2 uses, this is the Natasha Denona Peak palette. It is just a little 5-pan Natasha Denona palette. I got this, it was like a BoxyCharm in like 2020, and I remember seeing somebody open their BoxyCharm and seeing that they got this palette. I was like, oh my gosh, I want that palette so bad. I got it, so that was cool. I don't use it a ton. I think the colors are really pretty. I'm not a huge colorful eyeshadow wearer, so there's that, but here we are. Anyway, really quick, now I have to find this on my spreadsheet. But I did use this palette 2 times in total between the months of May and June. I don't know specifically what was May and specifically what was June. It all just got blurred together on the sticky notes. But 2 uses total, and both uses were for this like matte cream shade right here named Aya. So that was that. I do really, really love that as a lid setting shade. I was also trying to get through a translucent face powder as part of my Project Pan. Check out my Project Pan linked up here. So I will say this and my other Natasha Denona palette did get significantly fewer uses for what I usually use to set my eyeshadow primer because I was using that. So anyway, okay. Then for my palettes with 3 uses, I'm gonna be totally honest guys, there's only like 5 palettes to talk about today, so we'll probably kind of fly through this. But for the first palette that had 3 uses, this is my ABH Spice palette. It's just a cute little 9-pan. I picked it up oh geez, when? Like December of 2025, not too long after it came out, and truthfully, I love this palette. It is phenomenal. It is so easy to work with. I've had such a blast getting to use it. So let's see. Of these, what did I say? 3 uses, 3 of those times that, all 3 times I guess that I dipped into it, I did use this top shade right here called A1. And then I also used A3 over here on this top corner 3 times as well. B1 was used 1 time. B2 was used 1 time. And then C1 down here in this bottom corner was also used 1 time. So again, totaling 3 uses, and that was kind of how those 3 uses were broken up. Next palette with 3 uses. These parts I kind of go in no particular order. Like if everything has 3 uses, I'm just going to grab what's on top of the pile. But this is my Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. This has definitely been a palette that I have loved. I do really love reaching into this palette. If you have not seen it, this is what it looks like. Very, very simple, warm tone, beautiful. I love it. I think Milo's trying to play with Pokey through the door. We'll see if I have to open the door. But Nick is taking a nap in the other room. So I have his door closed, I have my door closed. We'll see. But let's see. So out of my 3 uses, twice that I reached into this palette, I did use Soft Spot, which is this top corner over here. And then twice I used Ripe, which is going to be the opposite on that top row. Elm was used 2 times, which is this shimmer shade down here. Let's see. Fervor then was the next shade that was used, and it is right here below Ripe. Also had 2 uses on it. And then lastly is the shade Flashover, which is a more cream texture. And I also used this 2 times as well. So it definitely hit those corners and the easy shades. I will say I do not get very creative or adventurous with my eyeshadow. Would I like to? Yeah, but I just also know in my heart that I gotta really be committed to the bit for it. So there, you know, I do love those formulas though, and I do love that palette. I think that this is like literally my favorite palette right now. I'm obsessed with it. I have been for a while. It's just so perfect. Okay, then for my next Natasha Denona palette with 3 uses, this is my Yucca palette. It is, I would argue, and I say it every time, the most beautiful palette I think I've ever seen in my entire life. You cannot tell me that these are not phenomenal colors and that they're not phenomenal colors together. This color story is beautiful. With that being said, I just told you guys I don't get very creative with my eyeshadow. So here's a whole green palette, but truthfully, it was on sale and I kept looking at it and I was like, you know what? I just need that in my life. I love the way that it looks. The palette itself makes me happy. We're just gonna do it. And now here we are. So let's find this on my list. All right, so like I said, I did use this palette a total of 3 times this month. All 3 times that I reached into this palette, it was for this top shade right here, Komorbi. This is currently in my deck of painting project pan, linked up there. We got an exciting, we're moving things around, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. And then in addition to that Komorbi shade being used 3 times, I did also use Valley right directly below it 1 time as well. And so that was everything. Again, definitely not a palette that I reach into often, and like I said, I am not the most creative with my eyeshadow, but I just love this palette and the color story, and it makes me happy, so that's okay. And then lastly, for my 3 use palettes, this is the Makeup by Mario Nature Ethereal Eyes 3, or Ethereal Eyes Nature palette, whatever it's called. This is what it looks like. I bought this around the time that I had purchased Spice, and I love it. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I do also have that Komorbi shade on my eyes as well. Like I said, very plain Jane, neutral, simple, but that's okay. That's what makes me happy, right? So like I said, I did go ahead and use this palette 3 times. This was one where the numbers, I had to like make them make sense, because I mean, at one point I was like tallying like the, I don't know. But, so we did the best and we tried to like make it all make sense. But let's see. of those 3 uses, this top shade right here was used 1 time. And then similarly, this shade right next to it was also used once. And then this shade right here on like middle row, far side, was used twice. And also these are just named like EE1, EE2, EE5. So I can't be like, in this shade named EE6, I guess I could. But this shade right here, EE6, was used, once as well. These 3 are a part of my eye look today, by the way. So EE6 was used 1 time, and then lastly EE9 down here was used 3 times. So again, a very, very boring, simple, plain palette. It has some pops of green, which I love these shades. I think they look really good with my complexion. I think they look really good with my eye color. I am a fan of this palette. And then last palette to talk about, this one has 9 uses on the last 2 months, which is a huge jump from like 2 and 3 uses. But when you guys see what it is, it's gonna make total sense. We did some traveling in May. We were gone like literally every weekend. We had like graduations, weddings. I was in Florida, and then I flew back from Florida, and then I got in my car at the airport and I drove into Virginia to go to a wedding. Like, it was all over the place. So the palette that I used 9 times and was with me through all of this travel was the Natasha Denona Sculpt palette. This is the like typical size of her 5 pans. I think this one was like the first iteration of it, which is why it is so big, but typically if you're getting a 5 pan Natasha in a shadow, this is what it looks like. I will say, I feel like these shades are everywhere. However, it is so compact and truthfully very, very nice just have at your fingertips. When I bought it, I was kind of laughing at myself. I was like, Megan, do you really even need that? But I truly use this palette all of the time. So anyway, from here, Fair was used, 3 times? And then Light was used 9 times, which is right here. Medium was also used 9 times. Deep was used 8 times, and then this black shade I have not actually touched at all. But yeah, definitely got some nice uses on this palette. And that will be a trend that we will continue to see throughout the year. So I am very, very excited to kind of see how these numbers continue progressing. There are a handful of palettes that I have not touched at all this year, one of which is the Urban Decay Naked palette, but that was also my Pan That palette last year. So I'm okay if I take a break from that. I got real tired of it real quick, and then I continued using it for another like 8 months. But that is everything so far. If you guys enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment if you feel inclined to do so. If you want to see more of me in the future, go to subscribe down below as well. With that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!